in 2023, and the force PRO is right here with us live in our Abuja studio. A few questions, ACP, before we open the phone lines and get some reaction from the viewers. When you say Nigerians can take video and pictures of policemen on duty, are the policemen also aware of this?
Yes, they are aware. Even they have their own liberty too. They are at their liberty too to even video certain happenings in their various points. So when we are projecting, yes, we are projecting to have even body camera for them. IGP is considering how to approach the government to get body camera for them. There is no big deal about this issue. I've seen comments of people. In fact, there was a lawyer that was attacking me for saying Nigerians have the right to video or picture policemen. If it were to be a system, a community that is CCTV controlled, are you going to have camera because policemen are in operations? No, there's nothing wrong about it. Do you know the number of people that videoed me today? When IGP has a function as IGP, the whole IGP at times, people will video and take his picture without his consent. Is it an offense? How many have you arrested? So it is not an issue that we should be taking and dragging it or as if it's a special thing. Nigerians can video me. If I'm doing the right thing, why will I say people should not video me? When we have a point, our men at various points, when they video them, there are places where you can't video them, and I'm sure even you two will not need to video them. If there are serious operations that warrant firing, you can't be close to them to video them for goodness sake. But where they are doing their normal check, routine patrol, if you see police want to video police, fine. I'm not against that. I have been on the field before as an operational man, as a patrol and guard officer. People have been videoing people, and even as a PRO, if I'm doing a bad thing, am I going to tell Nigerians, please don't video me? I'm the first PRO. No. In other words, every policeman must be a good ambassador. You must be a good PR person, so that whatever you do can be videoed and recorded at any time. Whether we say it or not, Nigerians know that they can video them and upload. So you don't even need to say it, whether you like it or not. We practice journalism in Nigeria. When
a gun-wielding policeman, out of anger, asks you to put down your phone, then common sense tells you what to do at that point. But let's open the phone lines. Reverend Dominic has called in from Alimosho. Good morning, Reverend. Compliments of the season to you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, and good morning to Police PRO. I want to make this comment. Yeah, thank you. Can I go on?
Go ahead, please.
Please, I hope he's listening to me.
Yes,
There's this scenario that I witness every day on my way going to my house. When police stop me, maybe at night, I will open up my light. They will pass me quickly. But the same car I'm using, a young man, maybe 20 to 30, they will stop them. What is the reason of passing me? Because maybe I'm above 50. And the crime of the young man that's having a car, the same car driving, they stop them. And most of the time, they quarrel with these boys. What is the quarreling? Telling them to open their phones. I'm asking police PRO, does crime show in the face and age, and in the age and face? And what is the police act or police authority doing by policemen stopping young men on the road, forcing them to open their phone when they have not been committed any crime? And I try to see them fighting with them just to open their phones right on the road. I want to plead to police officers. Crime is not in age and in the face. Everybody can commit a crime. And again, for you to stop a man or a young boy to ask him to open his phone, I don't think it's right anywhere. Please let him brief his men that crime is not the age and they don't have right to open young boy's phone on the road. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend, for the contribution. SAP, you want to react to that quickly?
Yes, let me quickly react to that. You agree with us that for a very long time, we have been making statements, official statements, as regards the issue of checking on people's phone and profiling young Nigerians. It's not proper. It's not professional. The fact that I'm a young man, or I look young, or I have dreadlock on my head, or I use a ring as a man, that people will just jump to the conclusion that I'm a criminal. It is not proper. It's not ideal in any normal society. And I'm sure you agree with me that even we dismiss a policeman in Lagos for checking somebody's phone. Go back to record, you are going to see that. The police has dismissed somebody for that. So it is not a proper thing, it's not good. Profiling young people on the road is not proper. Checking people's phone is not proper, it's condemned. It's even out of it. If you want to check somebody's phone, that phone must have been subject of investigation, must have been marked an exhibit. That phone must have been marked exhibit on that laptop before you can have direct access to profile or to check such a phone or such a computer system. But to stand on the road, collect somebody's phone or laptop and be searching is unprofessional, is criminal, and we condemn it in totality. So we have been telling Nigerians to report these cases to us, and people have been reporting cases to us. So I'm sure, go through our platforms, our social media platforms, you can get some of these cases we have treated professionally. People have been dealt with. We don't condone it, we don't support it. I'm seeing this opportunity again to tell our men, stop profiling Nigerians. Every Nigerian has the right to dress the way he wants, and dress the way you want or go the way you want to go. And stop checking people's phone. It is criminal because we are caught. We are going to face the full wrath of the law. Simple.
Quickly, let's talk about the issue of one chance in Abuja. We've reported lots of sad stories in the course of the year. The FCT, has the headquarters of most of the security forces and agencies in the country. How did it get that worse?
One chance. I think the origin started from where you are there, Nifemi. That is Lagos. I think one chance started in Lagos and spread over to Abuja and some other places, but it's growing in Abuja for many reasons. Abuja is turning to Lagos because everybody wants to live in Abuja as well, the way they want to live in Lagos. Abuja is coming up, and more so now that the government is trying to upgrade the system in Abuja. It is becoming a better place to stay. By and large, we are aware that we have some cases of one chance. And meanwhile, one chance is different from kidnapping. One chance is the process where you enter the vehicle and they don't even take you to anywhere. They finish all transactions in that vehicle within a twinkle of an eye. And it's one chance. But I want to say this, that I don't want us to blame law enforcement agencies much for this. We have told our people that every state has accredited and registered parks and garages. They have marked commercial vehicles that are basically designated for this intercity or intracity movement of people. But the people these days, they just stay by the roadside, they look for lifts, they look for free rides, and some of them that even want to pay. They don't care about these vehicles, whether it's a marked vehicle or not, whether it's boat or whatever and what have you. So in most cases, our people always take things for granted, and it's not helping us in any way. For the case of one chance, you see a lady flag down a vehicle, and when you stop this vehicle, you see almost 5, 6 young men in the vehicle. Apparently, you are the only lady that want to join them.
I get your point, ACP. Please hold that thought for a minute. Let's take Wujat's call from Jos. Good morning, Wujat.
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead with your contribution, please.
Yeah, my own is simple. As regards the filming of police officers, my point is this. I've seen where a friend was attempting to video cover a police officer, and the police officer collected the phone and smashed it on the ground. That's one. Secondly, please, besides opening our boots and what have you, does the police officer have the right during checkpoints to ask us for our driver's license and particulars? Because this is what they do all the time. They don't even bother about opening your boot. They just ask you bring your particulars, bring your driver's license. So where are we on that, please?
Thank you, Wujat, for your contribution. ACP, let's talk about that quickly.
Yes. The policeman has the right to ask you for whatever he wants to ask you for at a point. In as much the law of the land permits them to do stop and search, to do patrol, and carry out anti-crime engagement or activities to curb crimes and criminality in Nigeria. Checking for your papers is not out of point. They have the right to demand for anything. Don't forget the police has the right the police empowered to apprehend all offenders, and we have all units. So it's not the job of the Federal Road Safety Corps alone or any state-owned traffic management agency that can demand for all these things. The police have the right to demand for your driver's license. They have the right to demand for your documents or whatever they want to demand for from you. Your job as a citizen of this country is to oblige, attend to them, be courteous, and respond to whatever question they ask you. The only thing is all this must be done and carried out devoid of extortion or harassment or intimidation. That's why we say when a policeman at a point is becoming so tough for you and is going out of his bands, we should be able to demarcate it. Enforcing the law and going out of your bands. By the time he's going out of his bands, he put cross across for us. Our numbers are there. You know how to get. I'm not saying you should engage that handman in any hot argument or any physical combat. We have seen cases where somebody will lock policeman on uniform, despite the fact he's harmed. This is suicidal, for goodness sake. Don't let us do this.
I think that speaks more to common sense, ACP.
Talk to us and we'll handle that.
Let's take Yakub's call from Dokwemo. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Ifemi.
Good morning, sir. Please go ahead with the contribution.
Yeah, and then good morning to your guys. My question is simple. I just want to know this, or let's say I want to confirm. As last caller rightly says, my own is that does citizens, let me use myself as an example. I personally, if police officers stop me on the road and try to search my car or check my boat and do some other thing, do I have right to take the picture or to take the video? Or do I have right to take the video of a police officer that is doing job in my area? Because I've encountered that some time ago. They came to our area, but I found out that the job that they're doing, it is not going well with me. And then I'm trying to video them. One of them approached me. Why do you take my video? Why do you do that? I said, okay, with due respect. If you knew that you are doing the right thing, You are a police. I'm trying to be corrected, sir. I told him that if you know that you are doing the right thing, I don't think that you'll be afraid of me taking your picture or taking the video. So
I think you joined the conversation late, Yakubu. The ACP already mentioned that you really are in your right to take a picture or video of policemen at work. Am I right, ACP?
Yes, you're very right. Like I said, there's nothing wrong about it. For instance, me as a person, I stopped somebody for breaking traffic lights one day in Abuja here, even as the first PRO, for breaking that traffic light. I stopped, and they started videoing me. In as much, there's no law that says I cannot stop you for violating a traffic offense. I'm not slapping you. I'm not abusing you. I am not beating you. Even I use his own video recording to defend my actions and charge him to court. So if a policeman is doing the right thing, I don't know the fears that we're going to nurture that you should not video me or record me. I use my own case as a case study in Abuja here, FCTA, just close to the Federal Ministry of Finance there, that they broke that traffic light. I parked. I brought the person. He didn't want to stop. I forcefully stopped the person. And behold, the lady in front of the vehicle started videoing me. I said, please go ahead. I even told her my name. My name is Niwade Jobi. I'm so person. You're under arrest for doing this. I got the video. They even shared the video. I used the video to nail them as a credible evidence to prosecute them. So why the fears?
I hear your point clearly, ACP.
The policeman should not be afraid of videoing you when you are doing the right thing.
I want you to answer this, because of our time. What are you doing about the cases of kidnapping on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, particularly during this festive period?
Well, I know that matter has been addressed before now, and it is not rampant on that road again, except a particular case that is not even noticeable, whether it's kidnapping or not kidnapping, to the best of my knowledge. Because, you have to assess every complaint reported. In most cases, when somebody says kidnapping, we need to get it right, that is it actually kidnapping or what? On Lagos-Ibadan Expressway has been safe. You agree with me that when you play that road, you see some of our men, policemen, and the Amotekun team that have been positioned along that road. Oyo State government has taken it serious. The same thing along Ibadan, Ijebu, Aziz, and some of the highways now. As we speak, we have done operation order to take charge or to take care of some of these highways across the country. Abuja Kaduna Road 2 is taken care of. Even the Ogun State towards Benin up to the south part of Nigeria, you are going to see them along this road. So it's not rampant, and I can assure you that our deployment has been so fantastic to take care of this. But our people should know, let us avoid night trips. When it is late, don't continue that journey. You can stay anywhere to have your night rest and continue your journey the following day.
Are you saying that policing doesn't take place at night, the ACP?
It takes place at night. We have men at night, but police cannot be everywhere. And for your own safety as a driver, those who are drivers who agree with me that it's better for you to drive during the day than to drive at night, because I can see as far as 10 kilometers during the day, but it's not possible at night.
I get your point.
In most cases, your headlamp will disappoint you.
Okorafo has called in
for us normally to avoid night trips.
Good morning, Mazi. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there. Good morning.
Yeah, please go ahead with your contribution.
Yes, what I want us to look at this issue now, you see, every Monday in the southeast, part of south, sit at home on Monday. So there is need for the federal government to draw the attention of the governors and honorable members from those areas, especially southeast. So let's say eastern Nigeria, south, and southeast. That Monday is Christmas. We celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ, the whole world. Now, southeast have been sitting at home, no movement on Monday.
Hold on, Mazi. Are you saying that the southeast still observe the sit at home on Mondays?
I'm telling you now, ask anybody now, part of the southeast, they still observe it. Part of the still observe it. So they should make sure that all the eastern states, they should allow people to go. Sure, that nonsense should stop. Because as far as I'm concerned, that sit at home is nonsense. Because people are afraid to come out on Mondays, my brother. The federal government has to draw the attention of the governors, National Assembly, because it is very, very disheartening that the whole world is celebrating. Then people will be afraid of coming out on Monday, because on Monday, like in Arujuku, which is a Christmas Day in Arujuku, all the Catholic church in Arujuku, they do harvest and Thanksgiving. Now tell me, a situation whereby this issue of nonsensical nonsense of it at home is going on, how will it be? People are still afraid. So government should find the answer to that. And this is what my brother says. I don't know what transporters used to do. It's very, very good. Very, very bad. Some transporters will know that their motor is not good. They will come and refurbish some and don't put the motor on the road. They will carry passengers from point A. You will not even reach halfway of the journey. The car will park or the bus, especially the buses. Indeed. There are abandoned people there. So many people, normal space, Christmas on the road, which is not healthy. So the authority concerned, whether police or road safety or with any agency that is also, should find out all what is happening. Because
Thank you, Mazi, for your contribution. ACP, are you aware that sit at home still takes place in some places in the Southeast?
Well, I am not aware of that, but I know they say it and I read it in the news the way people read in the news. I follow people on social media, I read. But let me say that matter goes beyond just mere discussion on this platform, Nifemi. I'm sure the others from the Southeast, it's only Southeast. I have not heard of anything from the South-South. And the issue of secessionist agenda of separating and breaking Nigeria and the likes should not come up at this point in time in Nigeria. We have a formidable force to say we want a nation that's going to be our pride, our common heritage. And even the elders, our forefathers, will not support the issue of causing problems and causing problems all the time. We have been, most of our projects or programs we have done in the Southeast were done on a Monday, and we have noticed that economic activities are always on. But by and large, I don't want to dispute the fact that maybe in some areas they want to observe. But the fact is, our leaders in those places, they should help us to know how to provide solution to this problem. I don't know the rationale behind the issue of I'm angry with the federal government, I want a separate nation, and I'm killing my kinsmen. All those unknown gunmen, are they actually unknown? They live in some places, they marry somewhere, they do parties, they do ceremonies, and we still keep on calling them unknown gunmen. Are they actually unknown? And the fact is that, what is the rationale? I want people to let us sit down and assess it. The rationale behind me, I'm angry with the federal government in Abuja or federal government of Nigeria, and I'm killing my kinsmen. We have seen cases where the same people from the same family, kinsmen, brothers and sisters from the same compound, killing one another.
I get the point very quick.
So I don't know.
We have to go now.
Yes, I don't know why we are going to juxtapose. We are going to juxtapose that and define whether we actually have any security in that side, or we have embraced foreign ideologies that are inimical to our coexistence as a nation, as a family in Nigeria. This must be holistically addressed. It goes beyond the issue of why First PRO is discussing on the platform here. And I'm sure our leaders know what I'm saying, for those who are familiar with this problem in the Southeast.
Perhaps we have to get you 2 hours the next time you come, because it's hard to even butt in where you're talking. But if you can, in 1 minute, because we have to go now, let's talk about the police projection, particularly in the area of manpower in the new year. The IGP was quoted to have said that officers now do the work, that an officer does the work of 2 persons. Is there a clear-cut plan for that in the new year?
Yes, there are 2 things to that. We are trying to work on more recruitment of good brains and good hands into Nigeria police force. Mark my words, that era has gone that will recruit those that will force on us to come and police Nigeria for us. No, policing is a very serious business. Security business is a very serious business that we don't want to just have those that be giving us problems. We want to have good brains and good hands. Now, the federal government, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has increased the number of recruitment intakes to Nigerian police force. Initially, it was 10,000, but now we are going to be recruiting 30,000 recruits into Nigerian police force. And now we are having a joint recruitment board headed by the Police Service Commission under the chairmanship of Dr. Solomon Arase, the former Inspector General of Police. So we have a joint board now, comprises many agencies, including Federal Character Commission, to see how we're going to have good recruitment process. And then, on the other hand, is the issue of the use of ICT. You agree with me that globally now, you can't police anywhere without the use of technology. And that is why the federal government is key to this. The IGP has submitted certain proposals to make sure we acquire some of these state-of-the-art equipment to help us. As the equipment to help us. We are working with all ministry department agencies to see how we're going to improve on this. We have upgraded our platforms, intelligence platform. We are having more forensic laboratories in Nigeria. We're having more of our vehicles to be well stationed, well equipped with cameras. Even our choppers. The federal government is working on how to get more choppers for police to patrol and give area support to our ground troops. So with all these ideas, all these methods, all these projections into having our own modern policing, our own people-friendly policing structure in Nigeria, I think these new ideas and innovations from the IGP.
We're counting on them, and we're looking forward to better performance in the new year. Force Public Relations Officer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi, thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you, Nivemi. Thank you, Nigerians. We wish you a very blissful festive period for Christmas and the forthcoming New Year.